Lights, cameras, action. Now let's engage in the dialogue. Let me browse through your mind like a catalog. Conscious metaphysics, allow me to break down the specifics. Educate, motivate. If you don't feel free, you can liberate. An LLC is what I'm building, the #1 podcast in the building. So let me slide on up in the Bentley truck in my Versace shirts. They can't get enough of this deep conversation, expansion, elevation. I'll send you a link you can tap in. It ain't quite what I used to do back then. Now I get it on the front and the back end. Multiple money streams keep coming in. Enlighten, empower, evolve. Enlighten, empower, evolve.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. I know everyone's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited yet again because I have an amazing guest who is into astrology and angel numbers, and also a spiritual advisor and a Tunis. Without further ado, I introduce to you Favor G Krystalz. How you doing today, Favor G Krystalz?
Fine, I'm doing fine. Grand evening, everyone. Grand
Yes,
evening.
yes. I'm excited to have you here. I reached out to you, and that's why I know I said this is go with the flow. I reached out to you, and and you just showed a lot of inspiration and just a lot of positivity towards me, and you don't even know me, but you did
Mhm.
check into it, and wanted me to reach out to you, and I had no problem with that, to let you know that this is something real. It's no gimmick. I really take my show. It's my purpose. It's in my heart, and I believe you the same way about what you do. So what I wanted to start out talking with you about is you spiritual advisor. What inspired you to get into that, being a spiritual advisor?
Well, my best friend, she's been on her spiritual journey much longer than I have, and I just wanted to. I just always felt like my purpose here is to sit there and enlighten others. I like talking. I'm a
Right,
people person, and it
right,
was just like, I felt like people were already coming to me for advice about their life, about the kids, about anything, cat, dog, home, house, and I
right.
just giving my opinion on it. So once I started tapping in and started going within and started being more awakening, I said, yeah, I think it's time for the people to know about me. It's time for me
Right.
to sit there and know that I'm here, available to anybody. Majority of what I sit there and talk about is people helping with the self-healing, self-care, self-love, self-control, work on more about self because
Right.
of the simple point of that's the first thing we need to be working on. We can't
Right.
work on nobody else. We can't help nobody else until you help yourself.
Right.
And
I
doing that
love
is
that. I love that.
within. Mm.
Absolutely right. And what I gather from that is that you just have, and some people have it. You have a natural energy about yourself that people want to open up and come talk to you. And then
Mhm.
and you embrace that. And that's amazing. Yes. So also, you know, off not on your bio here, but I heard you say that you prior to this show, you said you have your sage going in your crystals. Give us a little bit of, for people that don't know, what is that about? What is that sage about? What is those crystals about? Give us a little your perspective of what those are about.
Okay, well, with me with Sage, it just helps clear my energy around me. We
Right,
got energy fields and you come across all different types of energy. So I'm really big about that, because it changed how you move, it changed how you sit there and think. So I always get it's all different types of sage out there. White sage, Palo Santos, which is my favorite. And I like the smell of it. It sounds
right.
weird, but I like the smell of it.
I do
And
too. I do too. It's not weird. I love the smell of
I use it
sage.
as my air freshener. I'm telling you, like I got babies, and when they poop, I like that sage up. Have it
Right,
smell
right.
a whole darn forest out here.
Right. No, I love the smell of sage too. So yeah, that's amazing. Okay, and elaborate about the crystal. So the sage, it's known for clearing out negative energy and getting the energy right, balance right.
And also
Okay.
for meditation.
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 Okay.
You sit there on the meditation. You know, some people do with music. Some people just like to be quiet. I mean, you can meditate anywhere. You can go in the closet like that
Right.
sage up in there, sit there and clear the energy and help you be able to go into meditation much better with a clear mind. You know what I'm sitting there
Okay.
saying? So it helps with that. And even if it's, when you have get-togethers and you got people come in at the house and not the house,
Right.
instead of staging,
Yes. Yes.
you
Yes.
light that mug up before they sit there and come, and it helps change the vibration, change the energy, and it makes me happy and makes me feel more comfortable because when you want people to enter your house or enter your business even, so you want them to feel comfortable, you want them to feel
Right.
safe and secure. So
Right.
sage do that for me. I mean, I'm having a bad day, I like to sage up and just do my 369 method of breathing, and I'm good to go. And I got
Right.
my
Right.
crystals. Yes, and crystals. Oh, I love my crystals. Crystals sit there and help me. I use them as a tool.
Okay.
Is basically different crystals out there for different things. For your chakras, which I'm big on chakras also.
Right.
Help sit there, keep me in alignment with myself, and withdraw the energy, in and out.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm really all about, and that's why I go into my go and use crystals for as my jury.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, I like that. Your crystals and your sage, and it's just you're really big on energy, obviously. And that's amazing too. Like you said, when people come in and out your house, you don't know what type of vibe or spirit or energy they're bringing or leaving, and so you're able to clear that out with that sage. And I've
I
heard,
say everything that comes in my home, packages through
right,
Amazon, when you get an Instacart, Walmart,
right,
sage it because you don't know who done touched those things. You don't know what
right,
their intentions was to sit there and
right.
get those things.
Right, right. That see, and I never, and thank you for making me aware of that because I never use sage to that extent. But yes, that does make total sense because everything that people touch and um, they leave, an impression, an energy on that. And so that is amazing that you do that and that you are aware of that fact and just really detail in regards to the sage. So that's amazing. I'm going to start doing that myself then as well
Mm.
because I mostly use it in like when I'm just relaxing and listening to some music and I'm just having my own me time just to relax and help to balance myself. So yeah, that sage really does relax me. I'm just like you. I love the smell of it, and you can actually feel a difference. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel something. It's doing something, and it's a reason why even uh, throughout history, our people, indigenous, um, use sage. So yeah, that's amazing. So give us a little feedback on that word Tunis. What is that, and how did you become that? And what is it? What does it do? What is that? I never heard that word.
Well, they might have another word for it, but
Right.
it's basically like tools that you sit
Oh,
there
okay.
and use to clear your energy. That's what these is. It's a tune. It's a tuner, basically.
Oh, okay.
And what these do is different ones for your chakra. And what I do is basically I use these tools with my crystals, and it helps with basically if you get hurting with your pain or
Right.
any mental issues,
Right.
sits there and balance out your energy field that's surrounding you.
So what do you
So
do?
this,
Tap that on something?
yeah. Well, you ain't gonna be able to hear it, but I'll tap it,
Right.
and you can
Right.
just hear it got certain type of tunes to it. So that's what it's
Okay.
tuning come into, and it has that vibration. So, putting it close to your body, because I even do it to myself.
Right.
If I'm having a bad day, or if I'm thinking negative,
Right.
if, with me being a Libra, having our zodiacs are connected with the chakras and everything else. So it could
Right.
explain why your knees hurt, it could explain why your back hurt. And
Right.
I tap, get my crystals, and I just go all around you and
Wow,
just
that's amazing. And
out.
how did you
You
find that? I mean, did you do some research, or you just heard about it, you looked into it? How somebody told you about it? I mean, how did you discover that?
Well, my partner in crime, my best friend, she's into it, and when she showed me that, I said, "Oh, that looks cool. What is that?" And she
Right.
explained it to me, and then I just started doing my own research.
Right.
And one thing she always said there and told me, she's like, "What are you? What do you want to sit there and do?" And just
Right.
like, I don't know. I said I didn't know, but went within, and it's just like I'm a healer,
Right.
and
Right.
these are my healing tools.
Right. Right. You
This is
have your
one of my
tools,
tools I use to
your
sit there and do.
sage, your crystals, your
Mhm,
Tunis. Right. Right. And most of all, just you and your spirit. Yeah. Those are your
mhm.
tools. That's amazing. And you are also into astrology. How did you get into that? You just always had an interest in the stars. I mean,
The stars, the moon, the planets, the zodiac. I even go to looking into where it all started from with the Egyptians. I
right,
mean, it always interests me. Like every day I go by and I read my horoscope.
okay,
And once I get my own personal birth chart done, which your birth chart explains to where the stars and the planets was aligned when you was born.
right,
See, one thing about getting your birth chart done is like everybody go by, oh, I'm just, when I said the ask you, I'm like, what's your sign? You're just like a Virgo. That's all I know is a Virgo. Cause, they just have us just go by the sun,
right,
when
right,
the planets were aligned in certain places when you was born. See,
right,
when I was born, my moon was in Gemini.
okay,
And then the rising with this moon and with a sun and moon was rising at the time I was born, it was in Libra.
oh,
So
okay,
it's in certain places to where it explains your how your characteristic, how you move, how you think, what you see life as, what you see yourself as. So
okay,
one thing about me being a spiritual advisor, I feel like everyone should tap into your birth chart because it then helps you, find out who you are and what your
right,
purpose is.
right. Because there's certain energies that were given off during the time you were born, depending on the alignment of the planets and I understand a bit about what you're saying, but yes, that does make sense. Yes, that resonates. And you obviously are have tapped into that, so you're able to, if someone was to come to you, you could help them explain
Oh
who they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm, mhm. That's the
That's
whole I feel like that's my purpose is to awaken those who want to be awakened. Give knowledge upon those who wants that knowledge. Who
right,
wants to gain that wisdom. And it all starts with self.
right, right,
That's just all to it. Like you can't help somebody until you help yourself. You can't be there for somebody until you figure out who you are. You can't tell me about somebody else until you can tell me about yourself.
right.
That's
You
the
know
whole
what?
point.
I
That's it.
resonate with that totally, even especially when it comes to like, and this hopefully this flows along with that, but even when it comes to like people pointing out things, it's like you can't point out stuff about me, especially if it's like something negative to you. Point out stuff about
Yes.
yourself. We all have things, shortcomings and things to work on. So I don't think anyone really has the right to just talk down about anyone else, because everybody has things if you dig deep enough. So that's amazing that you are, um your tools that you have resonated with, that you're using, that the sage, the crystals, the tuning, um the horoscopes, the astrology, and just that's amazing that you are connected with that, and in the purpose of, first of all, uplifting and helping yourself, and then helping other people. And I just like the way that you put that. You put helping self first, and that is very important. People think it's a humble statement when they say, "Oh, I just want to just help everybody else." Well, what about you first? You're not going to be able to pour out from an empty cup. So you got that right, Favor. Amazing. Tell us a little bit about angel numbers. Now, for those that are watching and or listening, what are angel numbers, and how did you find out about those?
I always been interested in numbers.
Right,
Always, like math was my subject. And as I sit there and see, numbers are connected with everything,
right,
from your time of your birth to the 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 letters that's in your name comes out to be connected with the numbers.
right,
Numbers is mathematics of the world, 369, what I'm sitting there saying.
right,
So I always been interested in it. And every time I see a number more than one time, I always be like, hey Google, what's this angel number?
right,
Because I
right,
see it as, it's a way how the divine and the universe sit there and communicate. It's a way of how you can sit there and communicate with your spiritual self, with your
right,
ancestors and your spirit guides and your archangels. People sit there and think it's all just like actually communicating with your mouth, but you got to understand, before time we didn't talk.
right, right,
We communicated with our minds.
right.
We're
And
sitting
it's
there
all
saying,
mathematical. The universe is very mathematical, and I forgot the other name I was going to use, but just yeah, and numerology and all that. So yeah, it makes sense to me, because if you notice, my even my website is 333 empowered, because I used to see that number all the time, and then I started looking into it. So no, you speak in my language when you're talking about that. I just wanted you to kind of elaborate on it for people that are listening, that don't, that this is the first time they're hearing about angel numbers. But yes, that's a great explanation how you broke that down, that the universe, everything, if you really look in detail, and everything even to do with the universe, it all has different equations and numbers and things like that. So that's amazing. So what, do you have a certain number that you that that
my
you feel
life
that belongs to you? Excuse me?
it's my life path number. Yes.
Okay.
My life path number is 11,
Oh,
which
okay.
all double digits are basically master numbers.
Okay.
And your life path number is 7. So look into that life path number 7. Them are ones
Now,
that's just
let me stop you right there. Favor. How did you find out? How did you know my number is 7? Where did that come from?
I did my homework.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
find
See, I knew I felt something buzzing around in my head. So,
you
really, give
find
us a
out
little feedback. How'd you find out my number 7?
your life path number is basically the day, the month, and the year you was born. Add it all
Okay.
up to one.
Oh,
You
okay.
add all those numbers up. And then if it's not 11 or 22 or 33, you will sit there and sum it up. You'll sit there and sum it down to one digit number. So
Right.
adding your month, your day, and your year, it was 34.
Okay.
Well, 3 plus 4 is 7. So your life path number 7.
Okay. So I need to
Is
look into that, what that means.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I'm
giving
gonna
you
look
some
into that life path number. Okay,
mhm,
everybody. I'm gonna look into that, see what my life path number means. Okay.
and you'll start realizing how it explains how you look at life.
Right.
How you sit there and move. Part
Right.
of what your purpose is. Life path 7, because my significant other, he's a life path number 7. So he's
Right.
really into his mind. He's really into his head. He comes off as weird, but he taps into so many different things. He can sit there and explain to you and gain knowledge from this area, from that area, and a people person, but not a people person. Like
Right.
he'll sit there and chat with you online all day, but if you in
Right.
person, you got to start the conversation off with them. You feel me?
Right.
Sitting
Right.
there
Right.
saying,
And like
so, so
and one thing I want to clarify too is when you say weird, that's all perspective, which means that's just all opinions. What's weird to somebody might not be weird to someone else. And the way you described them to me, that's not weird at all.
I love weird.
Yeah, me
That's
too. I mean, yeah, I do too. I like
people.
different. I love
I have
different.
I mean, if you're not, I don't see everyone should be the same. We're not meant to sit there and be the
Right.
same. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
moving
I
into
love deep thinkers, as you just described him, a deep thinker and someone that wants to just learn things and just talk about just random, you know, uh, you know, things, being curious and just that. I think that's an amazing way to be. You know what I mean? And oftentimes people that we consider that are geniuses are very introverted, which means in person they are quiet. And that's a good quality because to me, when a person's quiet, right, they're listening and they're observing. That's what they're
mm-hmm.
doing. So they might
Mm-hmm.
not be running their mouth a lot, but they are aware of everything.
That's my problem. That life path number 11. I want to talk to everyone. Hey, how you
Yeah,
doing today?
that's like
No,
me. That's exactly like me. That's like me. But I do, and I don't shy away from that. That's just who I am. But I do understand the power of silence as well. And people that are silent, I respect those. I never
mm-hmm.
take that as a weak sign when somebody is very quiet. I take that as a very strong sign because that means they're observing and they're listening to everything and they're gaining knowledge and they're also gaining perspectives and everything, and they just looking and seeing and listening, right?
They're
And so
aware of
for them to
surroundings.
listen, they need people like me and you that's talking all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Talk your head off and be
Yeah,
like,
talk
"Is you
your head
listening?
off.
I'm listening. Okay, I'm just
Right.
making sure what I say." And okay, all
Right.
right, you listening.
Right. Right. So it sounds to me like you and your partner, y'all go together because you're talking all the time and he's listening. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good
Mm-hmm.
because you have two talkers, nobody gonna get a word in.
Ain't nobody going. You ain't listening. They ain't listening either.
They ain't listening. Too busy trying to make a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's me. I'm always trying to make a point.
So
But at
this is
least we
how I
embrace that.
see it.
That's who we are. That's just who we are. And I love that, about you. And I love that about your partner too. Cause I know I have friends that are that same way. They don't really talk. They listen a lot. You gotta really, like you said, you gotta really strike up the conversation to get them to start talking. If not,
Mhm.
they'll sit there and just be in their own little zone.
Yeah.
But they'll be
Yeah.
aware of everything that's going on at the same
Yeah.
time.
I think it's very important for everyone to be aware of their surroundings.
Right, right,
Because I can be sitting there talking, but then once I'm sitting there doing all this talking, not even paying attention about what's going on surrounding me. You
right.
see what I'm saying? So it's just like, got to be able to talk and look around at the same time and
Time
and
and be
and
aware. Yep.
mm-hmm,
Stay aware. Yeah.
got
Well,
to.
that's amazing. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You about to say?
I'll talk you to death now. I told you now.
Oh no, no, no. That's what we here for. A podcast is basically a talk show. So if you have anything to share, go ahead. I'm listening. But
No, but it's important.
yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is, Favor. And I like that name. Where'd you come up with the name Favor G Krystalz? Can you give us a little backdrop on that?
Well, my maiden name is Favor,
Okay, I like
and
that.
and I looked up what favor means. The
Right,
meaning of favor, and it
right,
means to serve and to judge others. And I
right,
was like, okay, all right. And then the G, well, I always like the letter G, and
right.
also I go by goddess. So instead of putting the whole word goddess up there, I just put G. And
Okay.
I'm into crystals, and when I started my business, I was doing spiritual crystals, spiritual jewelry with my child. And so that was like, all right, favorite G Krystalz. And I wanted to tweak it a little bit. So in spelling it with the C, I spell it with a K. And instead
Right.
of
I
putting
like
the
that
S at the
spelling
end,
too.
put at the Z. So, just trying to make it look pretty, make it look different because I like different.
Right,
So
right,
favorite, this it's pretty plain Jane, but that's why I came up with it.
right,
I made this business to sit there and leave a legacy for my children because I got a lot of them.
right,
So
right. No, that's fine. That's fine. I do too. I
take
have
from it.
5 of my own.
Mm,
Right.
what was
So
we
see,
think?
yeah, we of the same tribe, favor. We are. Just by listening to you, we are. We definitely are. There's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of things that you have talked about that I just resonate totally with. That reminds me of me, and it's just yeah, like, and we definitely similar in the kid business. We got a kid factory going on, both of us. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing though. And I love meeting people, and glad I had this chance to sit and talk to you. But before we go, yeah, elaborate a little bit on that jewelry that you said that you were starting to make and about to get more into it or whatever. What is it? What kind of jewelry is it again?
Spiritual jury
Okay, spiritual
protection.
jewelry. So what does that mean? I mean,
Basically,
other than I mean, the title says it, but give us a little bit more in
but
detail.
Um, I have some of it on, just a little dab in if anyone could sit there and see. I'm
Okay,
basically using the crystals and the color coordination that's
right,
connected with your chakras, connected with your zodiac,
right,
and everything is synchronized in together. So
okay,
wearing this jewelry is to help you, with your energy feeling yourself to feel more. If you need lacking in courage, if you feel like you need protection, if you
right,
feel like you need to work on anything that has anything to do with you, because
right,
they customize to you. Your jury ain't gonna look like my jury.
right,
You know what I'm sitting there saying? Now you can if you want to, but you got to understand that each stone, each crystal is connected with you. It's connected with
right.
self.
So it's all custom in
Custom made.
accordance to what your needs are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
That's
so
what you're making for people.
Yeah. So if you come to me as a spiritual advisor, or even as your Tunis, and you tell me what your issues is, and you start pouring everything out, and it's just like, all right, I'm be able to realize what you're lacking in. You need to work on your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your third eye chakra, and then stones and crystals to go with that, and even wearing certain colors can sit there and help you with that. Root chakra. I don't know how much you know about the chakra, but
Little
the
bit.
root is red. So if you're sitting there feeling like you're down and out and just hitting rock bottom, you would sit there and wear red more, and it can sit there and help uplift that. Eating the color red can sit there and help with it. The heart chakra, everybody want to be big on the heart, but you fail to realize, that's the middle of our whole body. You know what I'm sitting there saying,
Right,
on that lining of the chakra from the crown to the root.
right,
And green is the color for the heart. And then with me being a Libra rules the chakra of the heart. So that's
right,
why I'm so big on family, so big on everything, just big on love,
right,
because
right.
love rules everything, not money. Money
Absolutely.
comes in
Absolutely.
love. So, instead of sitting there manifesting love, instead of manifesting money, manifest love.
Love,
And when
right,
you see manifesting that love, you're going to start opening up that heart chakra, and everything that you sitting there want will just come to you.
right. That everything else will be a side effect of that. And I
Mhm.
love how you broke that down. That's amazing. Thank you for explaining that and taking us to school today. Favor, appreciate your time. And I forgot to tell you this in the beginning. I just want to just extend my sincerest gratitude to you again because I believe that time is one of our most precious assets. And then for you to want to spend some of your time here with me on this podcast I believe it's amazing. And thank you very much. I just want to extend my gratitude to you.
Oh,
I
thank you so much. I like the conversation we had. Like, I feel like we was on the same vibration, same
right,
frequency, and you just
right,
tapped in. And I really do feel like, you are part of my soul tribe. Been searching
Right,
for people,
right,
like-minded people like me, and I really do appreciate you, bringing me on here, giving
right,
me the
right.
opportunity and chance to let the world know I'm here.
Exactly. And speaking of that, how can people, while we're here, you have any links that you would like to share, or how can people find you if they want to look and find out about, anything that you talked about today? If they're curious about that, how can they connect with you?
Well, so far I'm only on Facebook. I will be
Okay.
going far. That's
So how
at
do you,
Favor G Krystalz. That's FAVOR G, then KRYSTALZ on Facebook. Is only one. And you can also, if you want to contact me or reach me at my email, and that's Favor Krystals 369 at gmail.com.
and the crystals is spelled with the K, right?
The Krystals is spelled with the K, and the N at the end, the S is a Z, not a S. So it's crystals. You
Okay.
know,
Yes,
is
yes, with a Z. Yeah, at
and
gmail.com. Okay.
favor is FAVOR.
FAVOR. All right, thank you. And I'll be sure to make sure that I have both of those links so that I can just copy and paste them and put them in the description of this video and audio, because this will be going up to all the audio platforms as well. The Spotify's, the Apple podcast, the Pandora's, everything. So it's going to be all over the place, as well as Facebook. So, and I'm excited to get it uploaded, because I'm being very truthful. I enjoyed listening to you. I really did. I, Amazing.
Yeah.
You have a lot of you can tell you have a lot of passion in regards to what you're talking about, and in the spiritual realm, and that's amazing. And I send you nothing but love and positive energy, and that everything just continues to expand and grow and flourish for you. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I can be a part of helping, assisting to in that process.
It's my
Yes.
lifestyle. What I see it
Right.
as. It's not. It ain't no religion. It's my lifestyle. And everybody's
Right.
lifestyle different, but this
Right.
this is what I live and breathe
Right.
all day, every day.
Right. Right. Feels good. Sounds good and feels good. I can feel it.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching and or listening. Um, you got Favor G Krystalz Gmail. It'll be in the description of this episode. You have her Facebook. Connect with her. Tap in with her.
See
Thank
y'all
you everyone
soon.
for Yes, thank you everyone for listening and or watching. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, share this video, let everybody know about it, check it out, subscribe, leave comments, let us know your feelings, comments, whatever. Leave something on there. Thank you. Enlightened, empowered, evolved, love, and appreciation. And don't forget to check out my website. That's 333empower.com. Love and appreciation to everyone. See you soon.